Hey folks, before it goes away, I just wanted to show you a quick look at a Russian Soviet era A-style mandolin. Spruce top, some sort of hardwood back, probably mahogany. And this one here has had a cracked back that was glued by an amateur and not glued back correctly, so you don't have quite the right string clearance, which puts the intonation out, so this is going to need some serious work. But I wanted to show you something of this vintage. There was a lot of instruments made in the Soviet era that didn't see the light of day in the West until quite a bit later. So sometimes you come across these. They're usually made anytime between the 30s and 60s, let's say, sometimes a bit later, before the wall came down. This one has a few cracks in the top that are not open, and this is very common. This stenciling on the top is very common for this particular vintage of instrument, particularly mandolins, dombros, balalaikas, some guitars. I don't think the fretboard is particularly good wood. It's painted black to look like ebony. And also it has had a separation here as well. So this mandolin has been beat up pretty heavily and requires quite a bit of work to get it back. It plays in the open position, but once you start chording it, the intonation goes out because of this issue with the neck reset, if you can call it that, not being done properly. It was glued rather haphazardly, probably not clamped, which is why it did not close all the way. So it really needs to be re-detached, have all the old glue scraped out and then re-glued. But it's probably not worth that kind of work, so it'll end up being a wall hanging somewhere for someone. But there's no brand name on this, and the label on the inside is all in Cyrillic script, so I can't read any of it. Which is pretty typical. I don't know if you can see in there. It's pretty typical of these types of instruments that you run into this. So there you go. I thought I'd just show you this as a point of interest. Somebody might take this on. I'm just going to sell it as is, just because it's really not worth my time to redo that joint there. It's not a clean break, it's a jagged break. So this is going to be sold in a charity shop, as a kind of wall hanging. But I thought I'd just show it to you as a point of interest. Soviet era instrument, probably from the 50s. There you go. All right, folks. See you next time.